This is my first comic book haul. This is a look at just some of the books I've gotten over the last few months, just to get started with the first video. And we'll go ahead and start. The first one I got here is Saga number 41. And this is the misprint recalled issue that I got for cover price. Next up, Wild Dog. If you watch Arrow, you're familiar with this character, although the character in this book is not the same character that's on the show. But this is Wild Dog's first appearance, number 1 and number 2, number 3, and number 4. This was a mini-series from 1987. Another book I've seen, if you're a fan of the Arrowverse, Justice Society of America number 1, first appearance of Jesse Quick. Although I don't believe she has her powers as of yet. I'm not sure. I'm sure that's in a flash book. I'm not exactly sure when she has her powers, but this is the first appearance of the character that becomes Jesse Quick. 50 cents for that book. This book here I got for $1. Swamp Thing number 49. First appearance of Justice League Dark. I looked through it and I don't really recall them actually referring to them as Justice League Dark, but it's the team members and characters that's in the book. It's in the team of Justice League Dark, such as the Demon, Constantine, and Deadman, and Swamp Thing there. Of course, the animated movie just came out recently. Got this one for 50 cents. Justice League America number 34. Early Adam Hughes. Probably one of the more, I guess, as far as Justice League America, one of the more known covers, at least in my eyes. I think it's pretty cool. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle there. Just relaxing. We got some Batman books coming up. Batman 567. First appearance of Cassandra Cain. She went on to be Batgirl, and then, of course, now she is Orphan in the Detective Comics book. Batman 629. Jason Lives. No, that's not Jason Voorhees. That's Jason Todd, although I don't believe it's the actual Jason Todd in the story. Batman 638. This is Jason Todd in the story. And I looked through this. I just got this the other day and I looked through it. I haven't read it, but I think that Jason Todd it reveals him as Jason Todd at the end of the issue, but I'm not certain that Batman is actually aware of it, although it does show that on the cover. I may be wrong, but then we got some Detective Comics. This is just an old 12-center Silver Age Detective Comics number 352. And this has got Elongated Man on it. I believe he's in this book. I don't think that's him on the cover. But I would believe Elongated Man would be on here for the stretchy hands. Number 403, Detective Comics. Just an old kind of gothic look there. It's pretty beat up, but you can't. And when you get the book for $2 or $3, you can't really complain. The books I get, I don't mind if they're a little beat up if I'm not paying a high dollar amount for them. And especially a book that I'm not going to go after anyway. It's not one of my. I like Batman. He's probably my favorite hero. And it's definitely my favorite in DC, but I'm not really concerned with trying to get every issue of Batman. I do have a few keys of his, but This is just, you can see, it's just all really beat up. But, you know, for $2 or $3, can't beat that. Detective Comics 458. The real Batman dies next. Looks like got a Man-Bat extra backup story in this issue as well. Detective Comics 850. So this is supposedly the first appearance of Gotham City Sirens. I flipped through this book, you know, kind of, I don't think anyone's referred to by that name. Maybe just all the characters together. I guess I should just start reading more. I do read all the new issues I get on Wednesdays, and I do read some back issues, but I get so much through the week that it's hard to get into the back issues. I'll never get done. And but yeah, so this is one that I think I got it for like $4. Mr. Miracle #1, got this for $10. It's not the greatest copy in the world, but the cover is still attached. You know, little discoloring on it, chipped a little bit. But Mr. Miracle I think is pretty cool. I really enjoyed his character in the Justice League book from last year, the last part of the New 52, the Dark Side War. I just think he's a pretty cool little character. Also his first appearance. Green Arrow, or Green Lantern, number 86. This is, you know, the books that it co-starred Green Arrow in it. This is the second part to the drug story with Roy Harper. Really, really cool cover. And the next issue, which was Green Lantern number 87, first appearance of John Stewart. So, both really cool. Now we'll move on to some Marvel books. I guess most people are seeing this book everywhere. I looked on eBay and it's going, you know, it seems ridiculous because it's not got anything to do with the movie, The Last Jedi. But, you know, if I can get it for $5 at some shop, then why not get it? I don't plan on selling it. And, you know, unless people are, you know, spending hundreds of dollars on it, I may do that. But it's not something, you know, I just thought it'd be cool to have. It says The Last Jedi on it. It's cool, you know, illustration of Luke there with the lightsaber. Got this the other day, West Coast Avengers 46. First appearance of the Great Lakes Avengers. Never read anything about these guys. I know they got a new ongoing. So I found the first appearance, got it for like $5, so why not? Here's another one I've been seeing in videos. I think Master X Splinter, I think he buys this every time he sees it. But the Incredible Hulk Annual number 6, first appearance of her. I guess she's supposed to be a villain, or the villain, in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And also, this book is also supposed to be her first appearance. So, I don't know how that works, but Fantastic Four number 11. Witness the power of her. I believe the character's name's Ayesha. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if not, I think that's how it's pronounced. But that's also her first appearance. I don't understand how that one is one. I don't know if they're just two different characters, and this is the one that's in the movie or not. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. $3.50, G.I. Joe number 1. Not a great copy, but for $3, $3.50, under $5 to get the first issue of G.I. Joe, I'll take that all day, every day. Found this in a dollar box, Captain America number 208. Old Captain America from the 70s. Arnim Zola's first appearance. He's that weird character with the kind of, you know, like the TV face or computer face in the body. Also found this in a dollar box. Captain America 34. First time Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes as Captain America. Daredevil number 1 from the Marvel Knights. This was the one that was written by Kevin Smith and illustrated by Joe Quesada. Daredevil number 58. First appearance of the modern night nurse. Also a really cool cover. Brian Michael Bendis wrote this one. On to some Spider-Man. Web of Spider-Man number 18. This is the one where Spider-Man is pushed onto the tracks, supposedly by Eddie Brock, because his spider sense doesn't go off. Let him know he was in danger, and we know that the suit, the alien costume, does not trigger the spider sense in Peter Parker. So that's what the speculation is, and I would say that, you know, that's pretty much true, that it is Eddie Brock. Amazing Spider-Man 265. Pretty good looking book here. First appearance of Silver Sable. Also, just like this cover, one of the books I've always been on the lookout for. I got it last week. Amazing Spider-Man 365. First appearance of Spider-Man 2099. This is also the 30th anniversary issue with the hologram cover. The Spider-Man comic, Web of Spider-Man, and Spectacular Spider-Man all had similar covers. This one I think is kind of the coolest one, just because of the black background, and then the homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. I don't know if you can see that or not. Some Marvel Comics presents Weapon X. I just really like these covers. Barry Windsor Smith is the artist. Number 74 there, just an awesome cover. Number 79 also with the headgear. Of course, if you saw X-Men Apocalypse, then you've seen Wolverine in this getup. And speaking of Wolverine, number 27, Jim Lee cover. This is also a cover to the Nintendo game that came out, I guess, yeah, in the early 90s. I never did play it, but I would have if I got the chance. But I just think this is just an awesome cover. And Wolverine number 145 is the giant size 25th anniversary issue. And this is the one with the foil claws. We got some X-Men books coming up, and when I do these hauls, you'll find out that X-Men are my favorite. I'm actually collecting all of the Uncanny X-Men issues, and have gotten it down to just a little over 100 left to get to have the whole collection, and maybe a couple of annuals. So that's pretty much my ultimate goal, is to get all the Uncanny X-Men. And that includes the Volume 2 and 3, which I'll have all of Volume 4, which is the current series. But that is my ultimate goal. So you'll probably see a lot of Uncanny X-Men issues, even though this is not that. But these are just a few first appearances of some minor mutant characters. This one here, the first appearance of Beak, is X-Men number 117. The Stepford Cuckoos, I believe that's how you pronounce it, X-Men 118. And the first appearance of Dust, X-Men 133. Okay, and then the new X-Men, number 31, first appearance of Chimera. This is X-23's arch nemesis. First appearance is in this issue. And we got some X-Men books, some Uncanny some Uncanny before it was Uncanny. X-Men 28. Now this is a Euro version, obviously. I got, you know, you can look at the price there. That's definitely not American. The Well of the Banshee, first appearance of Banshee, X-Men number 28. Still cool to have it. Not in great shape, but I'm cool with that. X-Men 35, Along Came a Spider. First time X-Men and Spider-Man teamed up or fought. Same book together. X-Men 37. The Factor 3. X-Men number 40. First appearance of Frankenstein, I believe, in Marvel Comics. X-Men 44. Got someone colored out the 12 cent there, but still not, you know, I got it cheap, so not a big deal. A few more X-Men. Now this one is really, really rough. X-Men number 97, first appearance of Lilandra. Like someone had tried to tape it together at some point. I got this for $4, so I'm not going to complain too much. And if I find a better one at a decent price, I'll replace it. But for now, this one will work. X-Men number 98. Fighting the Sentinels on the cover there. X-Men 104. First time the new team faced off against Magneto. And this is also kind of a take off of the X-Men number 1 from 1963. X-Men 112. Always liked this cover. Using Wolverine's claws against him because he can control metal. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 450. First time X-23s in the X-Men books. Cool cover there. And then the last three I got. Uncanny X-Men number 130, first appearance of Dazzler. Wanted this book for a long time. Bought it off a guy on Facebook. And then Uncanny X-Men 141 and 142. Days of Future Past. Just got these last week. Proud to have them. They're in pretty good shape. I would hope so, because I did spend a little more on these. But just definitely was missing those in my collection. I almost have the complete run in the 100s. I only have a few more left to get. And then I'll be finding some issues in the 400s and 300s to wrap up. And then, of course, the harder ones to get from the 1960s. But that's my haul. Thank you.